I never got to tell him, but my father is pretty much my idol. He's from South Philly. This is a Philly story. He's from South Philly. He grew up in South Philly. His parents came over. His father is from Italy and the whole thing, Sicilian. And what he did was, he was an entertainer. He learned to be a musician, played the drums, played the xylophones, went to school, took the GI Bill, and he went to music school. And became an entertainer a little bit, but he never really got off, started, getting dates and everything, but he liked being around it and have entertainers around you. If you're gonna have people around you, you work, why not have entertainers? They're pretty much cool people. I like it. I do the same thing, and that's probably where I got it. But he ran a ballroom, 1958, Gallarts. And he had everybody at Joe Niagara and High Lit, and, he had everybody. At Bandstand was doing the same time, so they were this close. He could have been Bandstand. Bandstand got the break, the payola thing, but he ran a pretty good club. Like, it was packed every night, and, he had drama. He had to get air conditioning, 50,000, 40,000, whatever it was back then, and his so-called partner was the millionaire that owned a taxi cab, yellow cab or whatever, in Philly, and he couldn't get a loan. My dad had to go on the street and get the loan, so they opened, they opened on time, and Horn, one of the big DJs, got in trouble with one of the younger girls on his grand opening. He had to get High Lit. All this drama to open the place. My mom would be at the window, and everybody in Bobby socks lined up and down the blocks with the, in the 50s, it was amazing. And, it's 99 cents. My mom gave a penny back, a penny. A dollar. So you had to pay as much taxes if it was $1 or over. 1958, the place was packed, and then the payola thing came, and the DJs all got in trouble. And Bandstand, for some reason, he let him go. He told the truth. Yeah, they pay me and everything, and I put their records on. And I don't understand the payola thing exactly, but that's what happened. But my father, he took a shot, and he could have stressed out and kept doing it, but he wanted to start a family, so he went to work on a regular job. He just put it aside and went to work every single day, night shift, 3 different shifts, so he could raise the family and retire. And he was a pretty grouchy guy, I have to say. We had signs over our bed, that sign when you walk in before you go into the kitchen, like it would be sticking on the wall, and that Daddy's sleeping, don't do anything. Don't make no noise. Daddy's sleeping. Actually, a piece of paper floating with tape on it. As soon as you walk in the door, you see it. Daddy's sleeping. God damn it. And if we did something wrong, we got in trouble. Only the nuns would beat you, at the Catholic school, but your father could give you a beating. My mother, if it was bad enough, I'm calling your father. And you don't want her to tell the father, because he just throws shoes and shit. He just pack it out. He doesn't even care. He just wakes up. He's the punishment guy. Goes back to sleep. Oh, God damn it! I don't. So, but he put everything aside, and he worked every day and raised a family. Like I said, he was a grouchy guy, but after he retired, he got nice again and started hanging out. And but see, I was lucky. I got to keep my building and keep entertainers around me, and I pretend I'm an entertainer, but just having them all around you. You see, watching them perform in the rooms and in the building. So you always have it around you. So you're always surrounded with cool people, and interesting people. So I was lucky, He had to put it aside. I actually did it at the same time I was raising a family. I was lucky enough to be able to, keep the building going and raise a family at the same time. He didn't get that. Workout. The setup for him, he had to just stop completely. But he gets a kick out of it. He always say, you can sing. You're a barroom singer. But I see him having a good time at my shows. It's worth it. As long as he's having a good time. I only like entertaining in front of my friends. I don't go to any other club except the one down the street, and I invite my friends, and that's it. So we're entertainers to a certain point. But the thing is, I got to have entertainers around me in my building. You know, I got about 20, 30 bands at one time sometimes, you know what I mean? They're all in the building, you know, just rotating. And everybody's in each room, and each one's performing, you know, every single night in their rooms. It's amazing. You know, I was just lucky. But, yeah, my dad was my idol. Philly story, for sure.